Ladies and gentlemen, how the devil are we all doing? It's the Triathletes Nipple Guards, and welcome to this week's Top 5 Camps. Now, yet again, you guys have absolutely smashed it. There's been some bloody good entries this week, so without further ado, let's take a look at them, shall we? In the number 5 spot, we have Stole Your Goddamn Sweet Roll. Yep, no idea what that was, but anyhow, yeah, we've got Stole Your Sweet Roll with his modern lakeside townhouse, and as with all Sweet Roll builds, it's absolutely next level. Now, I've known Sweet Roll for a few years now, and the amount of attention that he puts into his builds is phenomenal, honestly, where most of us would just say, yep, that'll do. He'll spend bloody hours trying to work out solutions, so the result is, well, absolutely perfect, or as close to that as it can be. Masochist. Now, if we just take a look at this build, you'll notice straight away that the roof pieces, there's some trickery going on up there. And let me tell you guys, many roof pieces were harmed in making that. The flamethrower trap would have been, you know, working overtime. And look at that, it's even got extra levels of roof pieces. Jesus Christ, there's some work got into this. Fair play, Sweet Roll. The trickery doesn't stop with the exterior either. The inside is exactly the same. And I mean, take a look at that hob. Bloody hell, that's ingenuity. I mean, Jesus Christ, every week I say modern homes aren't as easy to decorate as scruffy ones, but I'm starting to change my mind. And look at that as well, a shelf made out of benches. That's clever as shit, that is. Everywhere you look on this build, whether it be the inside or the outside, you see another build trick, and it all comes together to make this fantastic creation. Sweet Roll, another fantastic build as ever, pal. You've done a really good job on this one, mate. Thank you very much for entering, buddy, and congratulations on the number 5 spot. Very well done. Now, before we get to the number 4 spot, I'd like to make you all aware that your judge this week is Thanatos Wolf. And if you saw last week's top 5 competition, yeah, you would have seen some of his work in there. Now, every judge I get in on this competition deserves so much more. So please, guys, if you could go over to his channel and show him some love, it would be much appreciated. I've also got a little message that Thanatos would like me to share with all the entrants this week. That's coming at the end of the video. Anyhow, back to the top 5. In the number 4 spot this week, we have Moonlight Cowboy with his modern rose build. And I mean, come on, look at it. That looks like a kick in the penis to build. Truth be told, I know it's a kick in the penis to build up there because I've tried it. I give up within about, 5 minutes. Now, I don't know what it is about Moonlight, but he seems to choose the most awkward bloody buildings you could possibly want to build in, and then just absolutely sends it with no regrets whatsoever. And they always come out bloody fantastic. What makes these kind of builds even more impressive, in my opinion at least, is the fact that they're done in adventure mode. What's equally impressive as well is how you manage to get the builds to fit around the structure perfectly, whether it be a circle or a bloody square. It's just so bloody clean. Moonlight, thank you again for entering this week, buddy, and congratulations on the number 4 spot. Very well done. Coming in at number 3, we have Little Peddler with a EL7 gold boat build, and I absolutely love it, guys. Got some proper Lonely Island vibes going down here. Anyway, now Little Peddler has been playing this game for as long as I can remember, at least, anyway. I don't know if you remember Little Peddler, but I once stopped by your camp around, oh god, it must have been 2 years ago now. And I must say, it's nice to see somebody still playing the game after all this time and still building. Gives me a little bit of hope that there is some life left in it. Anyway, this boat is absolutely top notch, and it's nice to see one that has a different style of bow. Now, you'll know I have an unhealthy obsession with pointy bows. I don't know why, but this one is a totally different style. I don't actually know the type of name for this boat. Is it a skiff? I have no idea, I'm thick. And that's with 2 C's. Either way, it looks bloody spot on. Now, this one kind of reminds me of a police boat slash naval boat, Coast Guard-y thing. 3 different descriptions in one there, but never mind. But obviously, it's got a bit of a modern house kind of twist on it as well. It's a really strange combination, but I do like it. Now, I've said it 87,000 times before, building on water poses its own challenges, and while this one doesn't have that complicated front end on it, you can tell that a lot of effort and a lot of time's been put into this, and I can appreciate that. Little Peddler, thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the number 3 spot. And again, it's really nice to see you still building and enjoying the game. So how are you liking the build so far, guys? Personally, I'm absolutely loving them. It's a really good week this week. But I'm guessing there's some of you in the comments that think, you know what, my my builds are better than all of these that I've seen. In fact, I know there's some of you that think that because I've seen the bloody comments. What I've not seen is you uploading your builds into my Discord. The link's in the description. If you think that you can do better, have a go. You may end up in top 5, who knows. And for the more civilized people of the YouTube community, if you want to submit your camps, follow the link in the description and you'll see it in the Discord. Anyhow, back to the top 5. In the number 2 spot, we have Milner with his taxidermy build. And if you know Milner, you'll know that this guy is the master of immersive builds. Let me tell you. Now, Thanatos tells me that this camp gives him a House of a Thousand Corpses vibes, and if there is a basement, he wouldn't want to enter it. And I happen to agree, judging by the exterior. Put it this way, I'd sooner enter Joseph Fritzl's basement, and that's saying something. YouTube demonetization in 3, 2. From the outside, this looks spooky as holy hell, Milner. Let's have a look at what you've done on interior. You know what, mate? I'm actually surprised it doesn't look half as terrifying as the outside, but it still has your trademark cluttered up look. I've said it before, Milner, you're one of my favourites when it comes down to making a build look lived in and, well, just full of shit, which is really important on lore-friendly builds. And again, mate, you've nailed it. You've absolutely smashed it. I think my favourite part, though, is the garage. You know, I like how you put the conduits on the floor to replicate tools or a car part. And it's about goddamn time they actually added buildable cars as well, so fair play to Bethesda for, you know, including them. They're a damn sight more interesting than this year's roadmap at least. Anyhow, yet again, Milner, you've knocked it out the park with this one, and congratulations on the number 2 spot. Thank you very much for entering this week, buddy, and hats off to your meat. Now then, who's got the number 1 spot this week? I don't know. I didn't choose. I'm looking at the same thing as you are. However, before we unravel this mystery, we're going to have to take a look at this week's honourable mentions. And this week, I was feeling generous, so we've actually got 2 honourable mentions. Let's take a look at them. The first one is Fuzzbrain's Collapsed Mine Camp, and let me tell you, immersion levels on this are through the bloody roof. I don't think I've ever seen a camp that fits in this well with the environment, and I genuinely mean that. It looks like a game asset. Fuzzbrain, amazing work on this one, pal. Very bloody impressive. And guys, there is a tutorial on this as well. Follow the link in description and it'll take you to it. The second honourable mention is Goldfinger with his Dame Shirley Bassey Tribute Camp. What a strange subject to build on, buddy. I mean, it's different. Fair play to you for, you know, thinking outside the box, but it is an odd choice. Shirley Bassey and the Wasteland are not 2 things that I put together, but either way, you've done a fantastic job on this one, man. I think my favourite part of all of this build is quite literally the waterbed. That's a pretty cool looking bedroom, that is. Although, would I like to sleep in it? Probably not. I'd get the feeling that I was, you know, pissing myself all the time, but that's fine, I guess. And as with every Goldfinger build, guys, the editing on it is absolutely top notch. Really good work on this one, Goldfinger, and congratulations on an honourable mention. Top effort. Right then, so now it's time to find out who's in the number 1 spot. Like I said, there's been a load of decent entries this week, but there can be only one winner. And this week, it's Galactic Builds with the Moonlit Hideaway. And guys, this looks absolutely gorgeous. The colours on it just stand out like a sore thumb, and I absolutely bloody love it. It's a kind of camp that makes the Maya an actual desirable place to live, and I bloody hate the place, so top marks on that one. On the exterior, Galactic's used some pretty cool little building tricks, the walls being at custom heights, for example. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, that's not something that I've ever really delved into, but I believe it involves raising the foundation up, burning the wall, and then lowering it back down to fit a wall in underneath it. Does that make any sense? Nope, probably doesn't. It's a fiddly little thing to do, is what I'm trying to tell you. The interior is just as well put together, and the lighting, that absolutely makes this build, in my opinion. There is actually some channel out there that does a lighting tutorial, but I can't remember who it is, but it's a decent watch. Anyhow, I digress. This build is quite simply beautiful, Galactic. Like I said, I love the lighting, and I love the overall look of it. Thanatos actually said, even though it's quite a clean build, it doesn't look like it shouldn't belong there, if that makes any sense. And I can see what he means by it. It's not quite a modern build, but it is in some ways. I don't know. It's quite it's an odd mixture of styles, this one. Either way, though, go at it. You've absolutely nailed it. Spot on, and congratulations on #1 spot, mate. Very well deserved. And thank you very much for entering. And thank you to everyone else who has entered this week as well. You've all done a brilliant job. And always remember, it's you guys keeping the camp building alive in this game. So fair play to you all. Now, Thanatos would like me to tell you that anyone who's seen his builds knows that he's a scrappy builder. And he's very critical of clean builds because, well, they're not immersive. But he tried to enter this without that bias, you know, tried to look past that. And you know what? I think he's managed it. Anyhow, he'd also like me to tell you that everybody had excellent builds, and even if he didn't pick your camp, he hopes that you continue building, because after all, you know, we're building for ourselves, and if other people like it, then yeah, that's just an added bonus, isn't it? Truer words never spoken there, mate, and thank you very much for judging the camps this week, pal. I really do appreciate it. And guys, like I said before, if you could go over to his channel and show him some love, I'm sure it would be very much appreciated. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. The extra support is much appreciated. And as ever, guys, as we say in the north, I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun, everybody.